This is the AI News Flash for May 22nd, 5 a.m. UTC. First up, Washington Post and Yahoo News break the story of how President Trump's AI executive order, scheduled for signature this week, was canceled at the last minute, following intense lobbying by tech giants including Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. The order would have required frontier AI model developers to provide federal government access 90 days before public release, with similar pre-access for banks and critical infrastructure operators. Musk's xAI, Zuckerberg's Meta, and other major AI company executives reportedly called multiple cabinet officials directly, arguing the regulatory burden would crush innovation, halting the signature at the 11th hour. With AI industry super PAC leading the future, deploying over $125 million in lobbying, tech giants' political influence is now visibly steering federal AI regulation. The episode pits MAGA conservative safety advocates letter signed by over 60 members against the White House David Sachs deregulation faction, with internal conflict reaching a decisive breaking point. With 38 states maintaining patchwork AI regulations and federal unified rules increasingly unrealistic, AI policy is cementing itself as the most critical issue in the 2026 midterm elections. The moment stands in stark contrast to California Governor Newsom's AI worker protection order, marking a symbolic drift in federal AI direction. Next, in an exclusive Digiday interview, Daniel Hume, AI chief at advertising giant WPP, declared that AI agents remain firmly in the teenage stage of development. Everyone is talking about it, but no one is actually doing it well, he stated, pouring cold water on industry hype.
WPP serves major brands including Oracle, Nokia, Google, and Meta, giving Hume a frontline view of real AI implementation. He argued AI agents have not yet achieved practical levels on three key axes: autonomy, decision quality, and business integration, warning that the gap between massive investment hype and implementation reality is becoming undeniable.
This testimony aligns with industry data showing 95% of AI pilots fail to reach production per Gartner, and 47% of enterprises make critical decisions based on AI hallucinations per Deloitte. Under hyperscaler capex of $725 billion in 2026, the divergence between enterprise agentic AI monetization reality and marketing exuberance is reaching a decisive moment. Now, Google officially announced Gemini for Science, a comprehensive lineup of science research experimental tools at Google I/O 2026. Alongside Gemini Omni, this is the most important announcement of the conference, marking a historic push to democratize AI-powered scientific discovery. Specifically, the platform spans 6 major scientific fields, including protein structure prediction, genomics analysis, chemical reaction simulation, materials science design, climate modeling, and astronomical data analysis. Researchers can leverage Gemini Foundation models for end-to-end support, from hypothesis generation, experimental design, data analysis, to paper writing. This joins the broader push, including Google DeepMind Alpha Evolve, AlphaFold, Sakana AI, Self-Evolving, AGI, Terence DAO AI Mathematics Collaboration, and growing AI Nobel Prize potential. Accelerating realization of the AI drug discovery market projected at $25 billion by 2030, it marks a symbolic signal that global scientific research processes are entering a fundamental transformation phase. Then, Bloomberg exclusively reports that UK's Standard Chartered Bank CEO Bill Winters faces formal queries from the UK Financial Conduct Authority over recent AI remarks. This represents a significant new case of regulator intervention regarding global financial institution executive AI commentary. Winters announced last week to investors that AI-driven efficiency would enable large-scale workforce reductions. The FCA requested detailed explanations, citing concerns about market guidance and potential disclosure violations. Following HSBC 20,000, Morgan Stanley 2,500, Commerzbank 3,000, and Block 4,000 layoffs, AI-driven financial industry workforce cuts exceeding 158,000 are now subject to new regulatory risk on CEO communications. This joins Treasury Secretary Bessent's Banking Sector AI Cyber Defense Summit, Citigroup's partnership with Anthropic, JP Morgan's 200,000 LLM deployment, and Goldman Sachs adopting Claude as core financial AI agent. The case becomes a symbolic event signaling urgent need to construct regulatory frameworks for AI strategy disclosure as financial industry AI implementation accelerates. Finally, new eMarketer research reveals consumer trust in banks continues to substantially exceed trust in AI platforms. Despite rapid adoption of AI financial services, trust in human institutions for sensitive financial transactions remains deeply rooted, presenting critical data for the industry. The survey found 72% of U.S. consumers trust traditional banks, while only 18% expressed trust in AI chatbots or autonomous financial assistants. Primary concerns identified include data privacy, security, unclear accountability, and AI hallucination risks. Within the broader trend of Visa Trusted Agent Protocol, MasterCard Agent Pay, Stripe Payments Protocol, Agentic Payment Infrastructure Buildout, JP Morgan's 200,000 LLM deployment, and Citigroup Gemini integration, building consumer trust emerges as the largest structural challenge for financial AI. Constructing trust governance frameworks for the era of autonomous AI agent payments has become the most critical milestone for the industry. That's all for this AI News Flash.